I have with me in the studio all the way from Akure, Ondo State, Ademakin James, right?
Yes, yes, Adam James.
James. So how is everything going in Ondo State right now? Tomorrow is the election day. Honestly, the tension is high. What's going on right now?
Okay, I'm actually Ondo State is full of a lot of people now. We have
Mm,
a lot of dignitaries that are in Ondo State presently just to ensure that they have their own influence on the election. Also,
mm,
we have a lot of security personnel here and there to ensure that things go,
mm,
according to plan.
mm,
And people too of Ondo State have been trying to ensure that they don't go against the rules and regulations. And everybody's trying to stay indoor for safety sake. So
mm,
preparing their mind that by tomorrow morning they'll be out to cast their vote. But on
mm,
those states, people have been very, very calm, though the tension is high, especially from the party side because they don't know what tomorrow will hold. So
mm,
everybody is just to ensure that they
mm,
play their game right. But as at now, those state is peaceful and
mm.
everything is getting ready for tomorrow's election.
Hmm. They said PDP is leading in Akure right now. Hmm.
Yes, yes, I can boldly say PDP is leading Akure because of what we've seen and the reports we've had.
Hmm.
It's obvious that the people love Eyitayo here in Akure.
Hmm.
People are really ready to give out everything for him. He doesn't look like the person that kind of person that is proactive or
Hmm.
the collect type. But people behind him, people around him are really showing support and letting him know that this man, he can do this. They are right behind you. So
Hmm.
everybody in Akure, particularly both the young and the old, they are all giving their best. They are ready to support him. So I can say 80% for him here in Akure. Here in Akure.
Okay, because he is from Akure as well.
Yes, yes, he is from Akure. So the people are all
Oh,
out.
okay. Beside that, some candidates, even though their own polling units, some of them cannot even win their polling units, let alone other regions. So maybe he's just popular for a reason. I'm not sure. What do you think? Why is he so popular in Akure? Is it because he's from Akure?
Yeah, actually, for the major for the reason for the fact that he is from
Mm,
Akure, that's the
mm.
number one factor for him
Oh,
to be leading.
okay. Ah.
Secondly,
Mm,
Secondly, he has been trying to run not once, not twice now. So I believe he has been able to establish himself as one of the prominent people here in Akure.
okay.
So
Mm,
right time people have been hearing about Eyitayo. This is not the first time he'll be trying. So people have been hearing Eyitayo here and there. And
mm,
for the fact that he has people in Akure, it's easy for them to help him spread his wings. So he has been able to establish himself well in Akure here. I wish you are in Akure to see when he was doing his rallies. You just realize that the whole city were just moving after him because they believe he's one of them, and they will not want
mm,
to. So being a person who came from Akure is one of the major factor, and for the fact
mm,
that he has been able to at least attempt to go for governorship once or
mm,
twice, it
mm.
has helped him also to gain ground here
Pop-
in Akure. And for the fact that
Popularity.
people are working for him,
Mm,
are very, very are people who have maybe tasted what the previous governor or the present governor rather the incumbent governor is doing, and they
mm,
felt they did something better. So they are these are the people working for him too. They are people that they want something new in Ondo State, so they are ready to give everything for it. So they have helped him, to make sure things are going in both the nooks and the cranny of Ondo State. They be able to extend their hands and their influence to ensure that they just make things work for him.
mm. And Akure is the most populated area in Ondo State as a whole.
Yeah, that's the state capital, certainly.
The state yesterday we did the statistics of the voters in the three senatorial districts. I think Akure is under the central, right?
Yes,
Akure is
yes,
under the central, and
yes,
the central has the highest voters.
yes, yes, yes.
The central has
Because
the highest voters.
registered voters, because some of them are just going around, they're not registered, but the registered voters are still have the highest.
Yes, yes, Akure, yes. The Ondo Central. The Ondo Central has the highest population of voters. So we have the Ondo South and the Ondo North. Or the incumbent governor is from Ondo North.
Yes, yes.
Mm,
He's from Owo. That's the name of his hometown, Owo.
okay. Why who again? Agbola Ajaye is from the south.
Yes.
Okay. So right now, the race is like it's very tight. Who do you think will win this election? Mm,
Uh, yes, the race is very, very, very tight. Very, very
mm,
tight.
mm,
Clearly, I will not lie to you. If I will be expecting a winner tomorrow, if
mm,
I will be expecting a winner tomorrow, I'll confidently say probably it will be a Itayo. But for the
mm,
games that other people are playing, other parties are playing, particularly APC and ZLP, you will
mm,
not be able to write out APC because they are the ruling party.
mm,
So it will take a lot of support to take them out of that particular position.
mm,
And also ZLP, I like I've heard from reports, they are really playing their game underground. They are very, very quiet and silent, but they have strategized so well that they believe that they will emerge winners tomorrow. So it's going to be a very, very tight one. But for me, with what I've seen and what I've had so far, I will still keep PDP to win tomorrow if it's going to be a free and a fair
free
election.
election. Mm, And the former governor of Ondo State, Olusegun Mimiko, is supporting Agbola, yeah, Agbola Ajayi.
Yes, yes, yes.
Mm. How would that
That's
influence the voters?
yes, that's one of the reasons why I said they've been playing their game so quiet because Mimiko is a very, very influential person in those states. You cannot take that away. Somebody who
Mhm,
has been for 8 years, you can't just take that away. So he has a lot of friends, he has people that he has worked with before, and they are not making noise. They're actually going underground and doing their thing. So I believe him supporting Agbola will give him a very, very high number because a former governor, also the person who also established that same party
mm,
to be a very, very high support. It will really put the numbers of votes that Agbola will have tomorrow. I believe he went to the right place after trying to come up in PDP and he was defeated by Yitayo. Now trying to settle down with ZLP. I think it's the best place for him to be because ZLP cannot be written off. Tomorrow they might end up surprising so many people.
mm. They said Agbola Ajayi is from the southern region of Ondo that is supposed to produce a governor. The people of the southern region have been clamoring for the governorship, a kind of a rotation. They have this rotational system that every senatorial district of the state should produce governor. So it is the turn of the southern senatorial district to produce the governor, and Agbola happens to be from the south. Do you think that will also, work in favor of him in this upcoming election?
Yeah, actually, it depends on the it depends on how the people, the voters, will take such opinion because so many voters don't even care. Maybe you are from South, you are from all they want is just give me the money, let me vote. Why some is I just want a change, let a new person come. So well, it's only people who are politically inclined and who know much about this area, the southern area, northern area that will say let's have somebody from south this time around. It's only people who are really really politically inclined. Majority just want to get their money and vote. Majority just want another person to be there. So yeah, I will not really say it will influence the election, but another way around, it can influence the election. That's for those who are aware about that
Yes.
particular issue. So those who are aware, I'm sure they will want a change, and the change will come from the particular area where Agbola is coming from.
Interesting. So, do you mean that the Ondo people are still waiting to get the peanut money from politicians? To hell with their 10,000, 5,000 they are going to offer the voters. Okay. You guys should be giving them awareness.
Yes,
Giving
yes,
them awareness that they are selling their future with 10,000 for 4 years.
Yeah, actually, we're trying our best to do that, but Nigerians, we are too used to a low kind of life. Especially when they have something that can just feed them for a day. They give you maybe 5,000 naira that you can end up spending in a whole day, and you want to sell 4 years just for 10,000 naira that you spend within weeks. So we've been trying our best, to let them know that this time around, you vote the right person so that for the next 4 years you enjoy what you've done. Because now they get paid for the vote, and not only them will suffer for it, even their children will suffer for it. Take for instance now, Governor Keredolu, when he came in, he increased the tuition fee of some institutions in Nigeria. Adekunle Ajasin was one of the school that suffered that. So many parents have their children in that school, from just 2,000 to 20,000 naira of school fee, 25,000 naira of school fee, to 100 to 120. It's annoying, but now the majority of them that voted then, now they have realized that okay, they use their own hand to do their home self, because what
Exactly.
is kicking against you, is kicking against your children. So I don't know why they are not learning, because even recently that I saw, when I saw the party APC trying to distributing slippers and Ludo games for people just to vote for them, and majority
Ah,
are buying into those ideas. Before you know it again, they end up in another dish for the next 4 years. So we
you
are
know,
shouting, we are clamoring, we are trying to orient so many of them out there, that this time around your vote counts. Don't tell us the vote does not count. It counts. That is why they are paying you. If your vote does not count, they will not want to give you money to go and vote.
exactly, exactly.
So do
If
it.
really their vote won't count,
Maybe
yeah,
some of them don't know that if that their vote counts. If they know their vote counts, they will be able to know that they need to do the right thing, because they don't think their vote does not count. Let them just collect the money and go. No, no. I don't believe with time, even with the youth that are coming up, I believe we can end up bringing a great change in those states and even in our nation, Nigeria.
you guys need to sensitize the minds of the people. Enough is enough. This is 21st century. Democracy just started in Edo State. With the past election, the way the Edo people stood firm beside the governor, ensured that they voted and they also defended their votes. So the same thing we are also expecting in all those states. I don't want to hear people collecting 10,000, 5,000 to sell their future to one politician in the state. You understand
Exactly.
that? According to what I heard, that APC is ravaging the state. It is time for them to vote APC out and go for a new candidate. And this time, with what is going on in Nigeria right now, gone are those days whereby politicians can buy votes and win election. The masses, the power is shifting to the hands of the masses now.
Exactly.
And they don't have to run for 8 years anymore. So any governor that failed to perform for 4 years, the masses will vote the governor out of the office and replace him with another candidate. So like that, you see that corruption will be minimized in Nigeria. It will help to regulate corruption in the system. So, you guys need to sensitize the minds of the people over this buying votes, selling their votes during election period. That look, wake up, look at what Edo people did in this past election. They did not only vote their conscience, they also defended their votes. You understand that?
Yes, certainly, certainly. Yes, that's what we are looking towards now, because even we here, we are trying to talk to majority of our leaders, especially our fathers. Some of them are used to this archaic way of doing things, because they have been used to buying, selling their vote and just giving it out to anybody, believing that their vote does not count. But now, democracy, we are the ones that are supposed to choose our government ourselves. We should be able
Yes,
to pick who we want that you lead us. So anybody we don't want, we don't vote. Particularly when we know that okay, this is what we have been passing through. The country itself, generally, the state itself, we have been seeing one or two things that have been happening. If these people that you are trying to bring in, or these people that you are trying to support, and you don't know anything about them, the things that we are passing through, they are not passing through it. Some of them don't buy fuel for themselves. There is from the government money. Some of them don't even pay for electricity. We are the one doing all those things. So they won't understand. It's only we that we are planning to that we should understand. So I believe they should understand better. So we've been trying our best also to make sure that we orient majority of them to let them know that your vote counts. Let's bring
yes,
a change. Let's enjoy this country once again. Nigeria is so blessed than what we are experiencing now. Even on those states, it's so blessed than what we are experiencing now. I'm so really, I was so happy about the result of Edo State, and I wish, my prayer is that the same thing will replicate itself here in Ondo State, so that we can really see what true democracy is. It was so clear and obvious that rigging was not even something of, it was not even an option in Ondo State, because it was so clear that everybody wanted the the governor that won to be their governor. So we expect the same thing to happen here in Ondo State by God's grace, so
You
that we
know
can
what?
really
You
and
know
have
what? You know what happened in Ekiti? Was it not last 2 years during the Ekiti governorship election? They
yes,
spotted some citizens who were even shopping for the best candidates that will offer 10,000 or whatever. They were shopping
yes,
around. Yes, they were
it
caught.
was
Yes, yes. So, guys, right now, you have the duty to be sensitizing the minds of the people, give them the awareness that look at what APC government is doing in Ondo right now. That increase the tuition for students for university, and it's not even ready to reduce the tuition. According to the debate that we watched yesterday, was it not yesterday? It'll be 2 days ago. That
yes,
Akure was not ready to reduce tuition for students. So give them you guys should be giving them the awareness that they should know whatever they are going to pay. 10,000 is a peanut money. Peanuts!
I'm telling you,
Peanut money.
being a responsible father and a responsible mother, we know that that tuition fee alone, it was not convenient for them. Nobody even need to even preach any message to them again. By now, they even know. Why will you
Exactly.
say, why will you say your vote for 10,000 naira and end up paying 100,000 or 120 as tuition fee for your kids? It's just,
Exactly.
like you are paying for their suffering. You
Hmm.
are paying for your own suffering also. You are selling your vote. You are selling your vote for you to suffer. So I don't know. So, but I believe they've learned so many things in Ondo State for the past 4 years. I believe so, because even the roads and the whole thing, there have been a lot of complaints from different quarters. Even the taxi drivers, the motorbike riders, there have been a lot of complaint from them too, that they can't even think of voting this man again. So I believe they should have been able to learn their lessons and do the right thing this time around.
Exactly. You guys should be doing that. You guys should be giving them the awareness. It's very, very important. That's what we did in the election. Before the election day, we told everyone, because we have this big population of Edo people in diaspora. We were calling our family members back home, our neighbors, our friends, that do not ever collect money and sell your PVC, because some of the politicians, they will collect their PVCs from them. They were doing that in previous elections in Nigeria, that they will give them money and collect their PVCs from there. I don't think they can do that now with these new templates that INEC just introduced. I'm not sure if they can do that anymore. You understand? So that's what they were doing in the past, that they will give them 10,000 and collect their PVCs from them. So we try to sensitize the minds of our people back home, telling them that do not collect any money. The day of the election, someone called me from Benin telling me that APC is sharing 10,000 to voters. I said, do you want to take the money? He said, no, I won't take. What do I say? Do not take any money. I will give you more than that. Do not collect any money from APC. And moreover, are they collecting PVC from people? She said, never. APC cannot collect our PVC. I said, good. That is what they were doing in the past. So we ensure that we give our family members that awareness before the election period. And these people, those that even collected, they were very smart. Those that even collected money, they collected the money and go vote their conscience. So that is what they should do in Ondo State right now. Ensure that democracy strive in this upcoming election. We are all eyes on Ondo now. We want Ondo to replicate what happened in Edo State.
Yes, you are believing that is what will happen tomorrow. So we are expecting that.
Hmm. Yeah. So we wish all of them the best. The race is very tight now. It's difficult to predict, but APC should be voted out of office. That for sure. For sure. Because right now they have more than 12 or 10, more than 10 APC governors in Akure. And it's too much. They are too much. They are too much in the state right now.
That's
Because they
what
are
the plan.
Ah, you said?
So that's part of the plan and strategy. Everybody wants to ensure that they have a full level of support and influence, just to make sure that they do their best and give the winner the prize. So they are not just here for any reason, but just to make sure that they manipulate things. So we are not surprised that they are around.
The number is too much. Even in a dual election, we didn't have many of them like this. This number is too much.
I'm sure they
It's
are aware that it's going to be a tough election. Maybe that's why they are trying to pull all their forces together to make sure things work for them.
because they realize that Akrodolu is very, very unpopular in the state, that even though people are not willing to vote him back for the second term, maybe they are trying to do their best to ensure that they secure all those states. You know that they already lose those states, so maybe they don't want to lose all those states as well. They are
Yeah.
doing their best. You understand me? So that's
Yes.
what happened at those states. Maybe they are trying their best. And APC government led government is terrible, terrible, honestly. So although people should try as much as possible to vote Akeredolu away from the office, so that another person will come. Yeah, democracy must strive
Yes.
in Nigeria. Yeah, this rigging of election, they should not give them the opportunity to rig this upcoming election. Under free and fair election, there's no way Akeredolu will win. Is it very popular in Akure?
Rigging of election?
No, I said Akeredolu. Is it very popular in Akure right now?
No, not really, not really. I think the place we have him very very common is maybe in his hometown or what. But in Akure here, it's Itayo that is dominating.
You see? So he's not very popular because Akure has the highest population of voters in Ondo. Maybe in Ondo, yes. Akure has the highest voters. So maybe in Owo, he will get some, he will win some polling units. Maybe he won't even win all the polling units in Owo.
It's
You don't know.
certain because even among the people, we have people that want to vote somebody else. He's sure that he's likely not to win all the polling units in his town.
Yes, yes. So let's see what is going to happen tomorrow. But it's difficult for us to predict who is going to win. They have interviewed so many people in all those states, but it's very difficult to predict who's going to win this election. The Edo election, it was crystal clear to all of us that PDP is going to win because the incumbent governor is very popular. Very, very popular. It was very clear to all of us that PDP is going to win. But this Ondo election is too tight, and the three candidates is going to be a very tough battle, very tough one. So, and even though the results after the election, we're expecting the result to be very close, like 30%, 29%, something like that, right?
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
certainly.
yeah, it's gonna be very close like that. So let's see what is gonna happen tomorrow. Thank you so much, James. Thank you. So
Okay,
tomorrow morning we'll come back again and we'll continue with this analysis of Ondo election. So you guys should make sure you do your best and call people, give them awareness, not to collect 10,000 naira. It's just too little for
yes,
someone to
that.
sell. Yeah, for people to sell their future for only 10,000. Oh my God, it's too awkward. Tell them not to take 10,000. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Thank you, Pa James. So we'll talk later. I'm going to end the show right now. Thank you.
Thank you.